have no clue what they were. I think every smells here. We got camera crews. We're parked in. Hey, we did at least have a good parking space over like front row. But stay tuned.
Films are created out of moral panics, they're created out of bogus statistics, they're created out of fear, and with something like Sound of Freedom, it specifically is looking at QAnon concepts of these child trafficking rings that are run by the high-level elite.
We'll get it done as soon as we can, okay? All right. Were you talking about the picture? Yes.
My husband and I tried to see Sound of Freedom today, and about an hour into the movie, this is at an AMC, an hour into the movie, we see this, what looks like smoke, and this horrible smell. It smelled almost like an electrical fire. So I was like, I am out. So my husband and I got up and we left and we told somebody, and they went to go check it out, and everybody was coming out of the theater because we were all like, what is that smell? No one wants to yell fire in a movie theater. And come to find out, it was one of their projector bulbs was really overheating somehow, and the exhaust pipe was messed up. It like fell, and so all the smoke was pouring into the theater. So that was exciting.
So this is the fix. Walking around spraying chemicals to cover up the other chemical shit smell.
Excuse me.
But this is such an important movie to go see. It shines a light of the evil of child trafficking. The awareness that this movie is going to bring just makes my soul happy. It's just such an important topic, and God's children are not for sale. And if there's any movie that you support this summer, let this be the one.
So I just tried to watch The Sound of Freedom, and they're saying that there was technical difficulties and the screen wasn't working. And now they're saying it doesn't work at all. To get a refund, switch our days for something else. They just don't want us to bring awareness to anything.
Have you heard anything about the other movie theaters? AC not working?
Like the other houses?
No, well, like around the whole country, different theaters. In this movie only, the AC doesn't work. It's like super sketch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should look.
I didn't
you
hear
should
about
look
that.
online. It's like it's insane.
If anything, it's probably just. I don't know. I know it's been very popular. So the more people you have in a theater, the more different the hotter.
Well, yeah, but we've been going to movie
weird.
openings our whole life,
so
and it's
weird.
never happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
super weird.
Here's those four for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, don't know if any one of you have already been to see The Sound of Freedom, but my friends and I just walked out. Hi. And we are curious what your experiences were in the movie theater, because we pre-ordered our tickets, paid for them, they were claimed, got the link sent, and this is an AMC Theatre in Pineville, North Carolina. Some point today, the tickets got refunded to my friend and we couldn't figure out why. So we come anyways to the theater after dinner, and they're like, oh, well, we refunded all the tickets because there's no air conditioning in our theaters. Okay, whatever, we don't care. Are you still showing it? Yeah, you can still watch it. So we get to thinking, why did they not send out a notice in the email saying, hey, we refunded your tickets because there's no air conditioning? And we just are curious why didn't they let us know? There was no one in that theater. There was us four and four other people, 8 people in the theater. on a Friday night. There was air conditioning in the lobby. There was air conditioning in the hallways. There was air conditioning in the bathrooms, not the theaters. They don't have the bartender or anything in the theater. I smell something stinky, and I think it's shit.
You know, it's really telling that AMC is purposely trying to make it hard for people to buy tickets to see Sound of Freedom. It's like they're silencing the Sound of Freedom. It's all over the place, and you know, you can keep doing all your shenanigans, but what most people should know by now is if they're gonna go see the movie, they're gonna go see the movie, but they're not gonna do it at your theater. They're gonna go somewhere else, you know, probably more privately owned, and they're not gonna go to the big corporations. So you can keep trying to do all you want. The Sound of Freedom continues to move forward, and I can't wait to see how it works out for you guys, because I think it's not going to work out the way that you would hope. Okay?
We ended up finding at the end of this multi-month operation this little red door in downtown Port-au-Prince. You wouldn't even think anything else. It looks like a janitor closet, but you open it up and it's a den of this Satanism. It was this dungeon-looking place, and these children were being there. It was the first time actually we ever walked in on a raid and saw the kid actually being. Anyway, we got the kid out, and there's 4 of them that came out. A couple of them had babies, and we found the infants they were using to like leverage the young moms. Anyway, the next day we had our aftercare team talking to them, and the girl couldn't believe it. She finally spoke. Her first words, holding her little teddy bear after being rescued. She had been kidnapped at age 6 after her parents died in the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. And from 6 to 16, I think, you know, she was just brutally for money. And here the red door opens, we go in and get her. And she says to us, "Is it okay for me to have hope? Like, can I actually have hope? Like, is it real?" She couldn't. Why would she believe? She knew something about her life. She didn't know much, but she knew much. She knew this much, that she lived in the most obscure country, maybe in the Western Hemisphere. And worse than that, she was being held captive in the most obscure corner of that most obscure country, behind a little red door. Who the hell is going to open that red door? Nobody's going to open that red door. And yet it opened. And here she got out. And I use this to say there are red doors everywhere throughout the world. Everywhere throughout the world, there's red doors. And there's children behind them. And they are in places. Sorry. And they are in places where there's no hope. They don't think there's hope. The people living there don't think there's hope. The government officials don't think there's hope. They're not looking for them. But we will. We will go there. This last year, we took down a baby factory. I posted about this. I didn't know if I was going to scare people. But, I mean, these guys, these traffickers in Western Africa are kidnapping young women, children, young as 13 years old, and impregnating them, getting their babies out, and then selling their babies immediately to witch doctors who are selling their organs or cutting off the kids. Sorry, I think your audience can handle this. You have the right audience, but
it's
cutting off
reality.
The kids, and they're selling them, you know, on the black market because people think that God will bless them. I mean, we've taken down 2 of these baby factories, rescued dozens of children from this, and we're still at it. I mean, this is the reality, but no one would be coming. No one would be coming if we didn't come. And when I say we, I mean you and all your audience and everyone who's helping us. If we're not coming, I promise you no one's coming. But we will go. We will go anywhere.